Good evening, everyone. We are calling to order the business meeting for Mount Vernon City School District. Today is October the 28th. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. District Clerk James, may we have a roll call, please?
Trustee Brown. Present. Trustee Kelly. Trustee McDonough. Present. Trustee Middleton. Trustee Peterson. Present. Trustee Scott. Present. Trustee White. VP Mitchell. Present. And President Maribel.
Present.
Okay, we have a quorum.
I would like to entertain a motion to enter into executive session.
Can I have a motion, please, to enter executive session for the purpose of discussing pending litigation, the financial history of a particular person or corporation, or matters leading to the appointment, employment, demotion, discipline, suspension, dismissal, or removal of a particular person or corporation, and to receive legal advice on pending matter. Can I have a motion, please?
Motion.
Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded that we will enter into executive session.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Any opposed? Abstain? Motion carries.
We are now in executive session. We will be returning at 6:30 p.m. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. What do we? Good evening, everyone. I would like to entertain a motion to return from executive session.
I'm sorry, Rita. Go ahead. Can I have a motion? Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstain? Motion carries.
Okay. I would also like to recognize that we have Trustee Kelly, Trustee Middleton in person in attendance along with our ex officio member, Trustee Oduro. We also have Trustee White who's joining us virtually. So they will be counted tonight. Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to convene into the public comment period of our meeting. Although state law does not require us to hold a public comment period, we have chosen to do so because we believe it is crucial for us to hear from our community members about their concerns and issues. Please note that the board is here to listen. The public comment period is not designed to be a discussion. If we are not able to respond tonight, we will respond to your questions and concerns at a future meeting, or have the proper staff member get back to you at the appropriate time. This is because we take your concerns and questions seriously and want to have sufficient time to process and research issues if need be. On personnel matters, we ask you to go through the appropriate administrative channels. Under state and federal privacy laws, we are unable to entertain any comments or questions about school personnel. Please know, however, that we take personnel concerns very seriously. We are currently preparing a comprehensive organization chart which denotes who should be contacted for different issues. We anticipate this document to be available by November the 15th. Finally, we want our school board meetings to serve as an example to our students and hope that members of our school board and members of our community can deal with controversial issues in a civil manner and demonstrate mutual respect for one another. We ask that speakers please address their comments to the board directly, rather than the audience. We will insist that all speakers and members of the audience maintain civility and respect for any divergent views. In the unlikely event, I know it will not happen here, the meeting becomes unruly, the board will recess the meeting and return once order has been restored. Finally, I want to remind everyone that if you do so choose, in lieu of speaking during the public comment period, you may submit written comments to the board at boetrustees@mtvernoncsd.org or to our district clerk, Rita James, at rjames@mtvernoncsd.org, or our superintendent, Dr. Strickland, at dstrickland@mtvernoncsd.org. Each individual speaker will be allotted 3 minutes. If you do not use your allotted time, it will be forfeited and is not eligible to be yielded to another speaker. The individual time limits will be enforced so that as many members of the public who wish to speak may be allowed to do so. We thank you for your cooperation. The board will now entertain public comments. Clerk James, please announce our first speaker.
Mark Stuckey.
Good afternoon, good evening. My name is Mark Stuckey. I am the whistleblower. At the last meeting, I talked about the service that we had opening up the school district for the very first time, and there's two people that I forgot to leave out. One was Miss White, Dr. White Wallace, who put that program together, the convocation, on the great job that she did. And, you know, people like that need to be honored and recognized on what's going on here in the city of Mount Vernon and how things are put together. So this evening, I'd like to recognize her on her service that she did. And also, I'd like to recognize also the clerk of the board, because she winds up doing a lot for this district. Ms. James, thank you very much. I know you wasn't expecting that. You know I can pull a rabbit out of a hat. Also, at the last meeting, Superintendent, you was beat up. You was blindsided. I wind up talking about the left hand and the right hand no sooner than I wind up saying what I had to say. Your left hand wind up coming on top of you, one of stats. The same person who beat you up was one of those who wind up voting on closing of 3 schools. Didn't ask no questions on stats on how our graduation rate is going, but want to come after you just got into a seat and you pulling different things together trying to help this district. Don't lose focus. The enemy is there. We'll do anything and everything to try to destroy you, to hurt you. Do not lose focus. You could have 20 things on your list. Please do not lose focus. Also, the last thing I'd like to talk about is one of our fallen, Don Merrill.
Yes.
Military man and a man who served this district. The remaining of my time, I want to give to him in silence.
Thank you, Mr. Stuckey. I would also like to add that today the board goes pink because we are also recognizing the tragedy that comes along with breast cancer. This is Breast Cancer Recognition Month, but not just breast cancer, but all cancer, because we know that it has ravaged many a family. So we just wanted to, we're standing we're standing with you tonight. So we just wanted to say that. And yes, we would like to honor those fallen individuals throughout our district, not just Security Guard Monroe, but retired Security Guard Monroe, but all those members that we have lost and retired members that we have lost in the district over the past month. So thank you. At this time,
That ends it for public comment.
okay, thank you. I would like to entertain a motion to accept the minutes for September 30th, 2025, and work session October 14th, 2025.
Can I have a motion?
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that we accept the minutes from September 30th to and October 14th.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstain? Motion carries.
We come to a very, very special part of our school district where we recognize those individuals that have provided service to our children, service to our district, service to our community, and we are going to honor you tonight with your tenure status. You have completed the journey, the initial journey, that's right. Deserve a round of applause. And though some of the stress can be relieved from you because you know you are no longer probationary, you are now tenured, that does not mean that the work stops, right? We know that this is really where the work truly, truly, truly begins. And we just thank you for sticking with us, staying with us in the district, and getting to this milestone for you. And I'd like to turn it over to Dr. Strickland at this point.
Good evening, everyone. We want to carve out this. Ooh, gosh, sorry. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Thanks. Okay. As President Dr. Marable said, we want to thank you for your commitment to our district, our students, our community. This is a special time for you, and if you can please come up as your name is called. We'll start with administrators first.
Mary Beth Rhodes. Principal Severin Cornelius. He's a teacher? Okay. Mr. Michael Allen? Not here? Marshall Blagman? Keisha Essen? Ashley Jackson? I actually don't. Anthony Pulio? Graham. Claudette Senior? Now we're going to recognize, sorry, that was from Benjamin Turner Academy. Now we are going to recognize individuals from Grimes. Catherine Siebert. If the principals of the school are here, come join your staff member, please. Melanie Tilson. Thank you. Now we will honor the individuals from Hamilton. Ebony Achengpan Rogers. Come up. Moncia Allen.
All right.
And Tiara Goodyear, who's not here tonight. We have two individuals from Lincoln School that could not make it. First is Marilyn Arizari. And we have Dwayne Miller. Next, the Mandela School, Carlissa Burrell. Catherine Murtha. From Mount Vernon High School, Sanam Shams. From the Mount Vernon STEAM Academy, Folly Marie Caldwell. Okay. Kristen Shaela. Oh, she got two areas, two tenure areas, I guess. Roger D. Hay. Peter Polier. Anna Rodriguez. Christopher Walker. Okay, now we will get to the Pennington School. Bianca Gentile. Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Tasia Hilton, who's not with us this evening, but Teresa Joseph. Sarah McNamee. Okay. Oh, just wait. Yeah. Okay, what is it? Okay, Rebecca Turner. Rafaela Maffei. Andrea Morano. Andrea. Trap Hagen. Miss Dixon, please. Claudia Carmona. Congratulations. You're welcome. Brenna Lade. Congratulations. You're welcome. Of course. Jennifer Spencer. Congratulations. Oh, you don't care about mine. Now we have Williams. Quamisha Artis. Okay. Elizabeth Burgos.
What's your teacher?
You're welcome. We have Catherine Olson, who's not with us this evening. All right, well, thank you. That concludes the 10-year presentation. Congratulations to you all. Thank you.
Wait, and now they're gone.
Again, congratulations to each and every one of you for your milestone accomplishment. And we wish you well.
Be good.
Yeah.
We will now prepare for a presentation from our external auditor.
The last board meeting, the one before last.
I missed after the 30th.
Yeah.
One was a work session, and the other one was the board meeting last time.
And we go to
So
him
we
and
did
Dr. Joseph.
John White Day. He came in here.
When did Dr. Joseph get involved in it? Was it the last meeting? Dr. Joseph?
He came
The
here.
work. Who know him?
What you know about him?
Everybody's new to me. Ma'am, I read.
I'd like to ask Dr. Strickland if he would please introduce the external auditor.
Yes, so as part of our duties of a school district, we could just close those doors. Yeah.
May we have someone close the rear doors, please, just so we can keep the noise down? Thank you.
I am actually going to introduce our Assistant Superintendent of Business, who will introduce our external auditor. Do you have microphone? A little.
Mr. Strickland, thank you for the opportunity here to present to you the external auditor for the district that every year that the district is required to have its financials audited. And as such, to comply with this mandate, we have the external auditor, Douglas Zimmerman, who is a certified public accountant and an engagement partner with the EFPR Group, CPA. So Mr. Zimmerman, please present the external auditor to the public, to the board.
Great. Thank you very much, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here this evening. Again, I'm Doug Zimmerman, partner with the FPR Group. And as Dr. Joseph mentioned, I'm here to review the results of the audit for the year ended June 30th of 2025. I did have an opportunity to review some of the information in detail with the board, but I'll go over some of the highlights. Just so everyone's aware, whenever we prepare an audit, we produce an audit plan based on a risk assessment that we do based on the history with the district and the known facts and circumstances. And I am happy to report back that nothing that we uncovered during the course of our engagement caused us to deviate from that audit plan. As part of the audit, we do perform a test of the internal controls of the district, reviewing their effectiveness as a base to rely upon those for the conduct of the audit. And again, based on those results, we prepare detailed audit plans and programs for the various functional areas of the district. And again, we're able to go through all of that information and be able to present the results to the district this evening. We are issuing what's called an unmodified or a clean opinion. There are no exceptions noted in the preparation of the underlying accounting records after adjustments that deviated from generally accepted accounting principles. We'll also be issuing the same type of unmodified or clean opinion on the district's extra classroom activity funds. All the information, all the records that we requested were freely made available by the district's personnel. There was one item of note in accordance with government auditing standards that we identified a control deficiency in internal controls over financial reporting as a material weakness had to do with audit readiness and financial records. And that was a similar finding that we had noted in the 2024 audit. We did not identify any instances of noncompliance or other matters in accordance with government auditing standards that we required to be reported. So again, there were no compliance issues. As part of the audit, we also perform an audit, excuse me, we also perform an audit of the district's compliance with federal guidelines. The district receives some $14 million of federally sourced dollars that are received indirectly through New York State. And again, there were no material weaknesses, no issues of compliance matters with regards to the expenditure of any of those dollars. As part of that audit, we did perform an in-depth analysis of the two major programs, the Child Nutrition Cluster and the Title IV Student Support and Academic Achievement Program. That audit, although completed, will not be able to be issued until the federal government ends its shutdown and releases the OMB compliance supplement for 2025. So every school district's single audit is currently on hold until that's released. So we have completed all the test work, but again, in accordance with our rules and regulations, we have to wait for the federal government to issue that release. That's everything I wanted to cover, but I'd certainly be happy to answer any questions anyone has.
Okay, do we have any questions?
I do.
Vo-
No, I'll wait.
Any questions? Vice President Mitchell?
So thank you, Mrs. Zimmerman, for this presentation and for what you shared with us in detail. I have a question, and it's a question, of course, related to the general fund. And basically, we've been talking to the public about how we got here. Can you, as easily as possible, simple as possible, just explain how do we get here from where we were last year in fund balance and where we stand as far as positive and or unfavorable? Just something simple.
Sure. Last year, your general fund had two components. There was a restricted fund balance that had $4.2 million. That restricted fund balance, or your reserves, has been depleted, and it's only at $479,000 this year. So you utilized the majority of your reserves over the span of the last year. Additionally, last year you had assigned $6.1 million of general fund balance for the 24-25 budget year, which caused your unassigned fund balance to be in a negative position by almost $5 million. That was not repeated for the 25-26 budget year, so you do actually have a positive unassigned fund balance right now of $2.7 million. New York State has a law in place that doesn't allow districts to go over a 4% unassigned fund balance. Again, you're at 2.7 million. 4% would be almost $10.8 million. So you are well below the 4% year level. You're basically at 1% on a budget of $272 million. But certainly of concern would be the small amount of reserves that you have in place. At $479,000, you really don't have any reserves in place to fund future endeavors. And so that would be the biggest concern at the present time. But between last year and this year, you did have a deficit, a structural deficit in your general fund. You had more expenditures than revenue coming in that reduced your fund balance by $3.6 million in the current year.
So can you just, I think you just said 4% is the cap.
Yes.
What is a healthy fund balance for a district of our size?
Well, I mean, 4% is what New York State says that you should have as effectively a rainy day fund outside of reserves that are really spoken for various matters. So the state has, over the years, decided that 4% is a reasonable number. And again, based on your budget of $272 million for next year, that 4% would be $10.8 million. And that's there to effectively cover unanticipated issues that come up over the next year. You are certainly a long way ways from that at only $2.7 million. But you are in better shape than it was last year when that unassigned fund balance was a deficit of $5 million.
Got it. So in essence, if you look at the fund balance as a savings account, we use savings account money to pay operating costs for 2 years back to back, correct?
Yes, that is correct, and that's why, again, the reserves are depleted to the extent they are, and that the fund balance on the unassigned is such a small amount, yes.
Which is also why it's impacting our ability fiscally to do certain things that normal school districts would be able to do if they weren't facing our challenges, correct?
Absolutely. Typically, districts are able to assign some fund balance to the subsequent tax year. You're not able to do that because you don't have the fund balance to assign.
Thank you.
Do we have any other questions? Do we have any other questions? I'll entertain a motion to accept the audit report presented tonight.
Motion first, have a second? Second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed?
Any questions?
Trustee White?
Trustee White?
Trustee White, you're on mute. Okay. All in favor? You're good? All right. Yes. Okay. Any opposed? Abstain? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
I believe we have something for the jewel box before our superintendent's report, or do we have a presentation first? I would like, number one, to acknowledge that our superintendent celebrated a birthday last weekend. So we missed that, so I wanted to make sure that we wished him a happy birthday. Too bad we don't have anyone here to sing happy birthday to ya, happy birthday to ya, happy birthday to ya, happy birthday to ya, happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday, happy birthday. And anybody else that celebrated birthdays in October, so thank you. Superintendent's report.
It's so
He's about to
awkward.
shine a light on it.
So there's nothing more awkward than sitting there getting sung to. But it was beautiful. Thank you. Great evening, President Marbo, Vice President Mitchell, fellow board trustees, students, staff, and the city of Mount Vernon. Here's my superintendent's report for the month of October. Next slide. First, I would like to take the opportunity to welcome our new administration to the district, as we've recently filled the positions for Assistant Superintendent for Business and Director of Student Support Services and Compliance. Our new Assistant Superintendent for Business, Dr. Ed Joseph, brings a plethora of experience in finance and psychology, making him a very suitable fit for the district. Someone who has been with the district for many years now, Dana Marie Gardner, has served in many positions, first as a teacher and most recently as the supervisor of special education. These roles have prepared her to take on responsibility of supporting our students and special education department. I know these individuals will bring great things to our district. We are excited to have you here. I am excited to announce that our very own Yvonne Wright, assistant principal at Denzel Washington School of the Arts, has earned 2 honors: Top 10 Rising Assistant Principals in the Country and Citizen of the Year by Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. These prestigious awards demonstrate Ms. Wright's dedication to our students' success and her visionary leadership as an educator. Congratulations, Ms. Wright. The Mount Vernon City School District is immensely proud of your accomplishments. Next slide. Schools throughout the district celebrated Hispanic Heritage Month in a variety of ways. To wrap up the month, we hosted a celebration highlighting student excellence on October 15th. Here, award winners were recognized for their efforts in and out of the classroom. Teachers nominated students based off of how they treat others, their attitude in school, and other credentials. Felicidades. Next slide. This month, I hosted the first Superintendent's Advisory Council. The advisory panel consists of students from every school in the district who meet regularly to discuss what they would like to see in their schools. At the first session, students introduced themselves and presented their thoughts to the superintendent and the rest of the administration. The session set an optimistic tone for the year. I look forward to collaborating with this group of students this year, AKA my bosses. And we have a little video snippet of highlighting that first event. That's not the right one. It's not the right one. No.
Not that. No, not that.
It's on the PowerPoint. It's actually on the PowerPoint. No. It's on the PowerPoint.
Isn't that on the slide?
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking right here. Okay. I don't know
Should
which.
be embedded on the slide.
You need to enable the content, and that's why it's not showing up. Now, at the top, enable content. You are. Just leave it like that. You are all a part of the Superintendent's Advisory Council. We are going to make a lot of positive decisions and change for our school communities. You all are representing your schools, and I really, really value your actual thoughts on what we can do to make this, our school district, better. I actually want you all to know that we, all of us, we work for all of you. And I want to make sure we do things that you can appreciate, that you feel will change our district. And we are going to do that starting in this room.
What makes school fun for me is that there's a lot of math, and I like math, and you can do it, and then when you do it, it's like easy when you start to know it's better, and that makes it even more fun when you get to do it with projects and other friends.
What do we want to improve in our schools? What do we want to learn or experience this year? What do you want us to accomplish in this room? And how can we help others feel safe, included, and supported?
I was selected for both my 7th and 8th grade year, so I've been here before. But I'm honored to be a part of this. I'm honored to be chosen as the student council of my school as 11th grade president.
Yes, Joe, thank you. This is the group that I will be pulling you into all of these different committees and things that we do around the district that is gonna help the district be better. This group. I'm big on student voice. Get ready. There you go. Yeah. As you see, I like my little claps, and the babies love it too. So, exciting news for career and technical education. Our culinary pathway has been renewed through New York State for another 5 years. This pathway renewal shows the program's success and sustainability as it continues to expand and offer more robust opportunities for students during their high school career. One opportunity being that students can use their culinary credits towards completing ELA graduation requirements due to the literacy embedded in the program. Next slide. The Mount Vernon City School District has started a new partnership with Sodexo, a global K-12 food services management company, ensuring that every scholar has access to nutritious and balanced meals. Together, the district and Sodexo plans meals that meet state and federal nutrition guidelines while incorporating fresh ingredients, providing the best for our students. I'm excited to see what will come with this partnership as the year progresses. About 2 weeks ago, I had the privilege of hosting New York State Commissioner Dr. Betty A. Rosa here in the district. During her visit, she got a glimpse into some of the educational offerings at Mount Vernon High School and Mount Vernon STEAM Academy. I look forward to having her come again to visit more schools and learn more about the dynamics of the district. I invite you all to the district's Fall Festival on November 8th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Graham School. Attend for fun, games, pumpkin activities, and community resources. Families can register until October 30th. Please visit our website for more information. And that concludes my October 2025 report to you all and the community.
Thank you, Dr. Strickland. At this time, we will entertain a committee report from Trustee Sakai Brown on facilities, health, and safety.
Good evening, Mount Vernon. Sakai Brown here, and I will be giving a facilities, health, and safety committee report. During our board retreat,
Excuse me, can we get more volume, please?
Me not talking loud enough? All right. During our board retreat, we were instructed to reduce the number of committees the district held, and therefore, with consideration, we have formed the Facilities, Health, and Safety Committee, known as FHS. The board decided to retire the Buildings and Grounds Committee since facilities encompasses the building and grounds for the district. I am the chair of the Facilities, Health, and Safety Committee, and I have submitted a charter that is under final review. We have established that this committee will meet the second Wednesday of the month at noon. The mission is the Board of Education of Mount Vernon City School District has established a Facilities, Health, and Safety Committee to advise and report to the board matters pertaining to the district-wide school safety plan and subsequent plans as it pertains to our school buildings. In this capacity, the committee shall monitor conditions of the complete inspections, walkthroughs, safety ratings of all occupied school buildings, report complaints about health and safety, monitor and report on safety during construction projects, and conduct a post-construction inspection when applicable. To fully establish this committee, we are looking for no less than 2 staff members and 2 community members to serve. Please email the district District Clerk, R. James at mtvernon.csd.org to submit your name. In addition to the FHS committee, a subcommittee that falls under the purview is the Wellness Committee. We have not established a meeting time yet, but are looking for community members and staff that are interested in becoming members. The goal of the Wellness Committee is to keep our finger on the pulse with our Mount Vernon City School District Food Service Director, Ms. Donna Jackson, Sodexo, our food service provider, and the board. To fully establish the committee, we are looking for no less than 2 staff members and 2 community members to help serve on this subcommittee. We did meet last week to discuss a U.S. Mayor's grant proposal, Healthy Communities. That I'm happy to report that our Mayor, Sean Patterson Howard, has signed a letter of support for the district to apply for this amazing Healthy Communities grant, the Mount Vernon Moves initiative, and its potential to promote healthier lifestyles, increase community engagement, and enhance the well-being of our residents. If you're interested in joining this subcommittee, please email the district clerk, R. James, at mtvernon.csd.org to submit your names. This concludes my committee report.
Thank you. Do we have any questions? Vice President Mitchell?
Thank you. Trustee Brown, thank you for that report. The piece about working with Sodexo and moving forward with the, what was the name of the grant again?
It's the healthy, let me get the wording right. It is the Mount Vernon Moves initiative, but it's a U.S. Mayor grant proposal for healthy communities.
Cool. I was on the call, but I was hoping that you were taking better notes than me, copious notes, and you were. So what's cool about this is this gives the ability to the district, if we granted these funds, whatever the amount is, gives us the ability to further enhance and introduce healthy eating to the students, things that they don't see. So last time you came to school and your child came home and said, "Hey, we had a parsnips for lunch," and you just sat there and would have looked like, excuse you. So we're going to have the ability, hopefully, to introduce things like that to the children. Can you, now I've been on the board for some time, and I've been on the committee. Can you explain the charter submission part of it, or can we have an explanation of the charter submission part? Because that was never a part of it, and this is what we call structure that's being implemented, that's been long needed. So can we just have an explanation what the charter submission means?
Sure. So, as I like to say, I'm the baby board member, so there are a lot of things that I'm learning at our board trainings, mandatory board trainings. And one of the things was that when we have these committees, we are supposed to submit an official charter that outlines what this committee is going to do, who's going to be incorporated in the committee. We need to have a mission statement. We need to have an outline of the times that we're going to meet, how many people are going to be on said committee, how long the committee terms will be. The committee terms are typically 1 year, and not to go past 3 consecutive years. And so that was the charter that I sent for a review for everyone to take a look at. The committee is under the purview of the board, so I sent it out to everyone so that they can just see what is entailed in it. And because of our board retreat, we also learned that our district had way too many committees. And since in my professional hat, facilities, health and safety falls under my umbrella, this is why I discussed that we should get rid of buildings and grounds, because it was kind of redundant to have a buildings and grounds and a facilities committee. And then health and safety should fall under the facilities wing, because health and safety typically happens at each of our buildings, and so we didn't need to have a separate committee for that. But we were instructed that we could have subcommittees, and we felt appropriate that wellness would fall under that purview, and so that's why I discussed the wellness component. And this wellness component is going to align with the district and Sodexo, and also with the city and our community partners. So I want everyone to be aware and look out for these things, because it's going to be a really good partnership between everyone in Mount Vernon, and even outlying communities to help with this partnership that we are trying to get this grant. And so once we get this big grant money, we will start having meetings and outlining some things. And Donna Jackson and us are really excited about this and the opportunities that it's going to bring to our students and the community. And it's not just, wellness is just not encapsulated with food, it's also with staying active. healthy lifestyles. And so I think it's going to be really great for us to bring it to the district.
I have is where should folks submit their name and to be part of the committees, and what is the timeline that they should do it by?
Sure. So we would like you to submit your names to the clerk, rjames@mtvernoncsd.org. If we would love to have the names in probably about 2 weeks. I don't have an exact date, but I'm thinking November 15th would be a nice date to get these names in. Because we want to start having regular meetings. We have not set a time yet for the meetings for the wellness, but we have set times for the health and safety and facilities portion of the committees. So if November 15th could be an amazing date to get these names in so that we can start our communication.
And may I just say that we will have a rolling application date, just in case you don't get enough names, so that'll work. Trustee Middleton.
I just want to ask, because I did have some concerns that came to me I'd say last week. Are we following suit with Sodexo like we did with Aramark, children not being able to get a second lunch because there were concerns about parents having been annoyed at the fact that their kids would go to school and they wanted a second breakfast and not in a very nice way, but no, you can't have it because they said you can't have another so it wasn't just the fact that they couldn't have it, but it was just the attitude behind what they could not have. So to send away a kid without explaining, or if that was basically, because I'm not really sure off the cuff of my head, Aramark or New York State, or was no, right? So basically, are we going to follow suit with Sodexo like we did with Aramark, or what, when kids might really, because some kids come to school very hungry. So, that's just a question I wanted to ask because those concerns did come, Dr. Strickland.
Dr. Strickland?
So generally, they are only allowed one breakfast, one lunch. If they want an additional breakfast or lunch, they are supposed to technically pay for it. However, there was some schools, me, a former principal, if students didn't want the items that they took, I put it to the side, and if kids wanted it, I let them to come get it. But unfortunately, that's just the lay of the land. Now, if you're talking about the customer service aspect, I would like to know more information on that, because I don't tolerate people just being nasty for no reason. Just say no, and that should be, enough. But just feel free to let me know where I need to, whose lunch I need to visit, or breakfast, and I'll take care of it.
That's just as per kid continuing to say, I can't get the breakfast, or I can't get the lunch.
No, every student in our district.
I remember all of that. And then
Yep.
the bad piece about that, well, I think it's pretty bad, is that, you walk past the garbage can, and where do you see all the leftover stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's just the rules. And yeah, right now we're also level setting. This year I'm hearing, I rather them throw away food than not have enough food. And as we get regular counts, as we start to understand who's actually taking the lunch, then hopefully that'll settle and we won't have so much food waste.
Any other questions? Okay. Anyone else before I recognize Vice President Mitchell? Okay, Vice President Mitchell.
Only because we're on the topic of food services and changing up. I was in 2 different buildings over the past week worth of days, and I took quick question to students what they felt about the food, and I'm hearing good things. So I was in the 3rd building. No, I wasn't. I talked to somebody from another building, and they told me that lunch consisted of like a baked cheese pastry that had dipping sauce and fresh sliced carrots. This is something I haven't seen that served in the district ever, but it was a welcome change to what they've been being served by in prior year. So, but it was good to hear. Even today, I heard from students say that the lunch and the breakfast is better than what it was last year. So that is always a step in the right direction.
Trustee Odoro, you have a comment?
I like to say, Trustee Mitchell, that has been true and has been proven by most other students' account that the lunches has indeed improved. And there's different variations of lunch now for people who want vegan lunch. There's a section for them, and whoever wants some side stuff and wouldn't want to eat something, there's yogurts there and other stuff. So yeah, it definitely has improved.
Thank you, Trustee McDonough.
Just clarification about committees in general. I guess I'm a little bit confused. I am supposed to chair the budget committee, but listening to what Trustee Brown set up, I didn't do that for the budget committee. Setting up a charter, setting up a mission, all that's a different task than chairing the committee. So I just need clarification where you read that. I can read into what it means to charter a committee and understand what that is, but I didn't get that from what I was tasked to do. But I'm looking on the website and I don't see any charter for the budget committee. I don't see any information about the budget committee at all. So if it needs to be done, I just want clarification on that, because I set up goals, but I didn't write a charter. I didn't write a mission. I didn't write I didn't take full ownership of that. And I think I would want guidance on that.
Right. So when we had our training presented by NISBA in August, I believe, Mark brought what he called the board charter document. We decided as for our board, as the way we would govern ourselves, is that we could either do a charter or we could do goals. So it was an if or one or the other. Okay, so the choice with, especially when we have parents and community members on the committee, we decided we would do charters. If it was just board members on the committees, then it would just be goals.
Do you think we should do a charter for the budget committee? I mean,
As a chairperson, we'll leave it up to your discretion. There's no parents or community members.
Are we going to recruit community members to it?
Not for budget.
Not for budget? Okay. Okay, all right, thanks.
Okay. Any other questions? Trustee Brown?
What I will add is the reason why I felt the charter was necessary for this particular committee was because it had a lot in it, and there was a lot of like safety stuff that I felt like it was necessary to call it out, so that if we were to go into a building, into a school, that this charter is available so they understand what our charge is, what we're going in, what we're looking at, so that it wasn't like we were going in and we were blindsiding anyone or like hiding our hands behind our back. I always like to be very transparent, and so I felt the charter was necessary for this particular committee, because it did have a lot of like bullet points that I wanted to encapsulate in it.
And it's a very comprehensive committee too, I think. Okay. Any other questions, comments? Okay. We will move on to our approved consent agenda. Are there any questions on 8.1 through 12.2? If there are no questions on 8.1 through 12.2, then I will entertain a motion to move all of these items through the consent agenda.
Have a motion, please?
Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded that we will
All in favor?
authorize 8.1 through 12.2. Do we have any comments, any discussion?
I have a couple of questions, but I will take executive session.
You gotta, no, you gotta, we gotta do it now. Yeah, we had it, we went through,
Executive session, but it's okay. Listen, I can ask
we would
now.
we would have to poll the resolution on the one that you,
All right, it's fine, really it is. So, I just had concern with the fact that, like tonight, Dr. Strickland in his jewel box mentioned, get his name right, Dr. Joseph. And I was just like, no, I really sat here and I said to Dr. Wilkins, I said, who is that? You know, and I don't want to know that I have to ask that question as a board member. and I wasn't here at the working session. But my understanding, I saw a little bit of it, but my understanding is that, like maybe one other working session when people come in and then it's like, well, it's an emergency, we got to put them in and we vote them in without having already known what we read at a session, and we're good with it because we've already read it and been introduced.
Right.
And so I think that we could be better in terms of that, because sometimes, like, I've had a couple of people ask me, who's a new guy on the board? I said, what new guy? So I think that as a board, we should know before the fact and be able to just already sit here and know this is what it is. Yep. Yeah. So, that's just my take on that kind of thing. So
Okay.
I wanted to mention it.
So just for clarification, Dr. Joseph was, we've been receiving rolling agenda items, emails, communications indicating that there have been individuals being interviewed for the position. We knew that we had a resignation in August, and we knew that the position was a critical position in the cabinet that needed to be filled. And Dr. Strickland, as well as the HR department and a state monitor, they were vigorously trying to secure a capable individual that would be able to help us move along, because we are in fiscal distress, and that is a key pivotal position in this cabinet. And so the based on the availability of Dr. Joseph, the resolution was presented to us at the October 14th meeting, because so we would be able to secure his start date of October the 15th. We did introduce him at the board meeting on the 14th, and so I don't know what else to. So I hope that helps you.
No, I got it. But I hope you got my point. And that I still stick by what I asked about, because I think prior to coming to a work session or a board meeting, we should already know as a board. That's my whole point. And
It was on the agenda prior to.
yeah, but I'm just saying to be introduced personally and to know, just to know what we've learned tonight, what Dr. Strickland has mentioned in his jewel box or whatever. I'm just saying, I'm let me leave it alone. But I think you heard me. I heard you. And I'm just, asking that question because this is the second time.
Okay.
And I just don't want it to be the same situation with different players.
So let me just say that we, as board members, would not be introduced to cabinet members until they are voted in, because we don't have any relationship with them. Their information is provided to us through the agenda, and we read that and we look at that information. If we have questions, we're given an opportunity to ask those questions in advance, and they go through an interview process, an HR process. That's been approved, and it is up to the superintendent to recommend those individuals. So just want to be clear in terms of what the process is. Okay. All right. So are we ready to, any other questions? Okay.
So all in favor?
Trustee White?
Any opposed? Abstain? Motion carries.
Thank you. We are moving to resolutions submitted after the work session. These are standard type of resolutions. However, because we had not had an opportunity to review them at the work session, if there are any of these resolutions that you would like to have reviewed further, would you please identify, does anyone have one that they'd like to identify that they would like for us to pull and consider individually? Does anyone, I'll give you a minute. Does anyone have any that they have questions on that they would like to consider individually? Dr. Strickland, would you like to comment on any of the resolutions?
Yes, trustees, I just wanted to let you know that for all of the resolutions that are not for human resources, you will now see that in the executive content, there is a resolution exception form that must be turned in. That is because we are trying to create systems and protocols as to get your resolutions in by the work session so that we don't have to continuously vote on these outside of the consent agenda. And even though like sometimes things happen, I just wanted you to know that that's something new, and it's going to yield, more accountability on the staff. So if you have any questions on that, just let me know.
And I will pause now and ask again, are there any individual items from 13.1 to 13.19 that you would like to consider individually? Trustee Scott?
I do have a question. So I could just pull, or can I ask a question?
We'll pull it and then we'll consider it
So I
in
would
this.
like to have pulled, just to get clarification, 13.14.
Okay, can we pull 13.14, please?
Yeah.
Any other?
Okay. Go ahead.
All right, so I will entertain a motion to pull 13.14.
Can I have a motion, please?
Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded that we will pull 13.14 for further consideration.
All in favor? Any opposed?
You pulling that one?
Yes.
Yes, it's just a vote to pull.
Okay, 13.4.
13.14.
13.14. Can you? I don't, let me see.
Okay.
13 point-
Is that a,
That's it. 13.14, that's the one that we're pulling. Okay. All in favor? Did everybody say yes? Okay. Any opposed?
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstain? Okay. Motion carries to pull 13.4 for further.
13.14?
13.14.
Are there any others? So we will now vote to accept 13.1 through 13.13 and 13.15 through 13.19. May I have a motion?
Motion.
Okay.
It's been moved and properly seconded that we will accept items 13.1 through 13.13, 13.15 through 13.19. Are there any questions or comments?
Motion carries.
No, we got to take the vote.
Oh. That was the motion. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
Those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
For 13 point,
So let's go back to 13.14. 13.14, authorization to pay Edgemont UFSD for services provided to the Mount Vernon City School District. May I have a motion? It's been moved and properly seconded that we authorize to pay in Edgemont UFSD for services provided to the Mount Vernon City School District. Comments? Discussion? Trustee Scott?
Thank you very much. The question that I had was, looking at the invoice, based on the fact that we're paying the Edgemont Union Free School District, why do we have the name on it as billed to? Are we not paying the school and then they paying that person? No. The person's already been compensated. Interesting, okay. Okay, because I thought that when we had the last conversation, we discussed removing.
And we did so. The resolution says to pay Edgemont, not to pay that person, for services provided by that person.
Payment instructions are below.
Right,
In the payment instructions, under payment terms, you'll see it.
right.
Okay, understood.
You see it, Trustee Scott? You see it?
Got it?
Thank you very much.
No problem. Any other questions, comments? Okay, hearing none, we'll call for the vote.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Abstain?
Aye.
Motion carries.
We'll move to 14.1, authorization to waive the second and third readings for policy 0100, policy 0111, and nepotism, and immediately adopt. May I have a motion? It's been moved and properly seconded that we authorize to waive the second and third readings for policy number 0100, policy 0111, and nepotism, and immediately adopt. Do I have any discussion? Question? Trust? Any other questions from Vice President Mitchell?
Just for the public, if they wanted to hear the readings, the best way is to go back to the meeting, our work session meeting. I'm sorry, was it the last meeting?
October 14th.
October 14th meeting. So if you go to the district site, to the meetings tab, you can hear these readings. They are extensively long. That's the only reason why I believe we're waiving the second and third. Please confirm.
Dr. Strickland would like to make a comment as well.
We're also going to come up with a system in the district in which, after it is adopted by the board, we are going to organize it on the website so that everyone has access to the policy, and we don't have to go looking in board docs and things of that nature.
Right. The policies, they are listed here. They also listed in our agenda for October 14th. But we are in the process of revising our policies and numbering them correctly and accurately. We have also secured NISBA to assist us with that process. So we are making sure that we make things user-friendly for you to be able to access and to view and to be able to ensure that you know and understand what the policies are in our district. So any other comments or just any other questions? Call for the vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstain? Okay, motion carries.
May I have, at this time, I'd like to have any board comments. If any board member would like to share what they did this week or over the past couple of weeks. So I will start from, I'm going to start with our student trustee. If he would like to share, if he would like me to start on the other side. Okay, no worries. Okay, Trustee Scott.
I have nothing to report. Thank you.
Okay. Trustee Middleton.
I don't have anything in particular to report. I just wanted to kind of follow up and ask our cabinet member, Dr. Lawan. I'll be
White.
trying to
Dr.
get it right
White.
sometime, Dr. White. I just say, well, I'll be going like Lawan. You're not, well, listen, that's prophetical. It's coming. Okay. All right, well, it's coming. But earlier when you did your presentation in one of our meetings, you did the increase of the students that came. I think it was 600 and some students. But then I asked about the discharges. You were going to get back to us. I just wanted to know what the number of discharges of kids who were discharged from our district beside those, even if you have a current number, beside those who were admitted. No?
Thank you for, thank you for that question. That actually was a request that Dr. Strickland had made to report to you all every week around the discharges, but currently, from the last report, and we're pulling that together, we had approximately 147 since I've started. But that reporting is going to be coming to you every single week from not only the discharges, but those students who are coming in, where they're coming from. He detailed probably a lot more that you may want to know, but you'll be getting that weekly moving forward. Okay, thank you. You're welcome.
Okay. Trustee Brown? Trustee Peterson?
I just wanted to extend my thoughts and prayers and support to our school community who have family in the great island of Jamaica who is getting beaten hard by Hurricane Melissa right now, and who our student community who have family in the Caribbean overall, but especially our student community who has family in Jamaica right now. My thoughts and my prayers, and I am with all of you.
Thank you. Trustee Adoro? Okay. Trustee McDonough?
Yeah, I went to the New York State School Board Association conference in Manhattan Thursday, Friday, and Saturday with Trustee Marable was there as well. I went to 8 different sessions, a heavy focus on school finance, foundation aid, budgeting, and career and technical education. I won't go into depth. I could, but I won't. Some of it was very technical. The school foundation aid stuff was very, very technical. It was very helpful. I learned a lot. One highlight was a session on career and technical education. It was presented by Newberg. They are, in 2026, they're about to open a 132,000 square foot CTE center, capacity for 1,000 students, self-contained. So it has a gymnasium, a cafeteria, classrooms for instruction, as well as workshops for a wide variety of career and technical education vocations. I thought this is really amazing. The building was built so there were no drop ceilings in it, so the building was a lab for the students. They've been on the construction site. They've been out to the engineer and architects firm. So they've been partnered all the way through this. And I thought, what a great model that is. Concerns are financial. It was very, very costly. It's $75 million price tag. The project was proposed in 2018, got started in 2019, and won't open until 2026. So you can see it requires a lot of consistency across administrations, across school board trustees. Clearly, it's doable, and I think that's certainly a goal for us to find that kind of consistency, that kind of culture where we can take on a project and know that when we're not here, it'll still be finished. So anyway, thanks.
Thank you for that. I'm sure we'll get there. Trustee Kelly? Vice President Mitchell?
Okay, so Trustee Brown mentioned earlier we were on the call for the Wealth and Wellness Committee. That's one thing. So last week, I was at Grimes School. I read to 3rd grade class there, thanks to Mr. Cornelius and approval from all of the chains of command. I read Horton Hatches the Egg. Now, this is a book that I read for the first time in Leadership Academy about 1.5 years ago. I know about Horton Hears a Who, but the egg one I didn't know about. But I'm gonna tell you right now, this book is hilarious. And when I read it for the first time, I don't know if anybody's familiar with it, but at a point, the egg hatches, and I said before I turned the page, I said, listen, y'all, if this egg hatches and this bird looks like an elephant, I'm gonna walk out of here. I turned the page and the bird looked like an elephant. So I thought the book was just really cool because you could actually, there were inferences that could have been made. You could have looked at what the author was talking about. So when I read it to the kids at Grimes, it got to be an immersive reading of a Dr. Seuss book. because I was able to make connections with the students and ask them, so what do you think about this? And I mean, like I sat on a rug, and the kids were around me like I was important, and they were listening and we were asking questions. It was just really cool. And then Pennington, they had a fall harvest festival last Friday that I went to. What they made happen with finite funds was amazing. The turnout was insane. They made a haunted house out of like some cardboard structures with garbage bags. There was a corn maze made out of. It was really looked like a corn maze, but it was just caution tape, and the kids were there. It was just amazing. And then I actually did return to Pennington today for a sit down with 7th and 8th graders who reached out and wanted to talk to me about matters related to Mount Vernon as a city, the school district, and how it tied back to what they were studying and learning in social studies about taxes and how tax money impacts the school districts as well as the city and fixing the roads and stuff. But what was really cool was you had young people in the room. I had fact checkers in the room that had their laptops. These are 7th and 8th graders. I had students who were already talking about they wanted to be lawyers. I had debaters in the room. I literally had like 40 kids in the room, and they were all we just chopped it up and talked. So had a really good time, and it just was a good feeling to know that our students, even that young, are already interested in the process and how things work, and of course tying it back to being heard. You know, being part of the voting process, the democratic process, and how decisions are made. It was a very good experience, very good week or two.
Thank you. I would just like to say thank you to each and every board trustee member for, number one, volunteering and donating your time. This is not an easy task, and I know it is a lot of work, and each and every one of you have committed your time and your talent, and I just appreciate you because it's a lot. There's a lot of items on this agenda that you have to read and go through and dissect and analyze and try to come together and make sure that we do the best that we can by our children and by our families and our community and our staff. So I just want to say thank you for that. And this ends Board Recognition Month. So again, thank you again for your commitment and to service, volunteer service, really. Thank you. Trustee White, is she still? I can't see her.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Do you have any comments?
No, I just wish I was there.
We wish you were here too. We miss you. Okay. We have our trustee Adoro would like to.
Just for reinsurance, well, basically for the families of, parents of students and Mount Vernon district, there have been, in general, I'm here representing the students, and I do sit in the background, noticing in the back what is going on in general, and I'm just here to just reassure you there have been improvements in general. So, and that has been worked on. For example, the computer issues, which I addressed last time. There, he actually,
Dr. Doggett?
Dr. Doggett or Dr. Joseph?
I don't know who you're
Dr.
talking
Doggett. He we had an SAT today, and I realized, yeah, you definitely they have improvements and small improvements like for lunches, like last presentation that we had, and they have been in general improvements. That is what I in general want to reinsure any parents are watching for their students. I mean, sons or daughters. Anyways, yeah, that's what I'll say.
Okay. Just at the risk of being redundant, I did attend the NISBA convention October 23rd to 25th with Trustee McDonough. We had a great time. There was a lot of information, valuable information that was shared. I also attended the NISBA annual meeting, and we voted on several items that are being promoted throughout the state for each and every school district in order to submit to our legislators in order for them to fight for us. So. And I'll again, Dr. Strickland, do you have any comments before we?
No, I'm just 32 minutes until bedtime. I'm excited. So I'm ready to go into exec.
Okay. With nothing else, I would like to entertain a motion to enter into executive session.
One second. A motion to enter into executive session for the purpose of discussing pending litigation, the financial history of a particular person or corporation, or matters leading to the appointment, employment, demotion, discipline, suspension, dismissal, or removal of a particular person or corporation, and to receive legal advice on a pending matter. Motion, please. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Abstain? Okay. Motion carries.
We will now be entering into executive session, and we will not be returning back to this room. Have a great evening.